What is up, everybody? Turboverse TV here today. So the whole cringiness of this console war stuff never ends, apparently. And you have people, like people at Digital Foundry, who are feeling this whole console war BS with the whole saga of people going to the grocery stores or local electronic stores and film the stock of Xbox Series X, S's, or whatever the console it's just getting weird at this point, man. It was weird when I made the video a few months ago about a guy who went to Walmart and filmed like the stock of Xbox Series S that they had in stock. This is even cringy. This is just as cringy. Like I'm still gonna never think this is not cringy. So you go to your local grocery store and say, hey, let me see how many consoles, let me see how many systems they have in stock of this one system to show that hey, it's not selling that well. So who cares? It's like every generation it's like every system, like Xbox has been doing this for every generation. They have like a strong system and a weaker system. It's like the same thing with this generation. And apparently the Xbox Series S is not selling as well as the X or the PS5. And it's like, is this really news? Like, it is just weird. So this is what this guy wrote. He said, "Stop by Media Market for the first time since the new consoles launched. Not a single Series X or PS5 to be found, but they did have a lot of Series S units with multiple aisles like this above that box PC games." So apparently this is a popular chain in Europe or UK. I'm not really sure. Oh, I guess in Europe. So it's just the whole notion that this trend of these guys just filming the stock of Series S consoles and stuff like is just weird. So we get it. What is their point they're trying to prove that nobody's buying a Series S like that? Like, okay, what does that solve? Okay, what is the point of doing this? To show that nobody's buying a system like that. I'm pretty sure like when the holiday season comes around, the shelves probably gonna be empty. Like I really don't get what they're trying to prove here. Like that nobody wants an Xbox Series S. Okay, I just don't get the point of this right here. Like what somebody said right here. What's the point of this post? What are you trying to say? Your random store has a ton of Xbox consoles. Okay, this would just cause some kind of toxicity. To be honest, update already has. It's like what? We're like literally like what is the point of doing this? I can't imagine going to my store just to take a picture of the shelves of video game consoles they have left. It's just weird. I don't understand the point of this. Like I'm curious, like what the replies to it. Then they like limit to the replies, so that's kind of scumbagish. Like why'd you limit with the replies? Like what is the point of doing this? Oh, I'm sure your posts or attentions were not malicious. I just saw it coming. Get out your feelings and accept the fact that the Series S isn't appealing to the masses. And like what the like I don't get it. Like why would you even care? Like like he's the biggest Sony show. This just doesn't make any sense. Like why would you go to the grocery store and just take a picture of the console section? It just doesn't make any sense to me. This guy's from Digital Foundry, a credible people like to say a credible, like unbiased I guess like outlet for video games where it's like who does this? It's just weird. Yeah, I noticed in the Netherlands that Series S consoles aren't selling. Do you think Microsoft made a mistake by not making a Series X digital edition just like the PS5? Same specs, no disk drive. The Xbox Series S is a bizarre product that wasn't thought through clearly with a disk drive. It was achieved the impact they were looking for. The whole Xbox Series S, people saying it's a bizarre product. So here's the thing here. This is what I understand. This is what I understand. A lot of people understand that most people they don't care about graphics like that. To be honest, they don't care about the frame rate. They don't care about graphics. It's like I think like when you did a survey of what most people are playing on PC. Most people are playing games like Fortnite, Roblox, Minecraft, and they're playing these games like on a 1080p a laptop monitor, so or a monitor, or on a laptop that goes 1080p. So most people don't care about graphics like that. To be honest, the average person doesn't give a crap about graphics. So that's why the Series S was invented because the casual person doesn't care about graphics like that. Only the hardcore people who are like following like gaming news and know all the ins and out of what's new in gaming care about the resolution and frame rate like that. The average person doesn't care about graphics whatsoever. That's why you go. That's when you get like these big Black Friday sales. Is these like $100, $200 4K TVs. It's like these real cheap, low budget 4K TVs. They sell like hotcakes because the average person doesn't care. And just want to just want to play on a video, play a video game. That's it. So that is who the Xbox that is who the Xbox Series S is marketed for, the casual audience. So I don't know why this thing isn't something like that. I guess most people don't want it, but like I said, around holiday season, all stuff is going to be gone. Especially if this is probably in America, this stuff will probably be gone too. Somebody knew the location of these, especially like this is in America. If this is in America, this would probably be gone instantly. But I don't know. Apparently in Europe it's different. Uh, yeah, so it's like this whole process of people going to their local stores and filming the section. It's just weird. It's just so weird to me. I don't know. I would never do that. It just makes no sense to me. Very understandable. I wouldn't really consider the Series S a true current gen console, mainly because of the very limited GPU horsepower. Okay, if that was the case, why does the Switch sound like hotcakes then? The Switch is sound like hotcakes, and the Xbox Series S is probably stronger than the Switch. I'm pretty sure it's stronger than the Switch. So, when people say, it just doesn't make sense to me. And even Nintendo Switch, like the Switch Lite doesn't sell nearly as much as the Nintendo Switch does. So it's like if they release multiple products, multiple consoles. One of them is not going to do as great as the other one. So I just don't see why this is why why Digital Foundry is participating in the console war BS. I don't understand why they're doing this, but I guess the whole channel is constantly. I guess the whole channel is kind of based on console war BS. But people who feel insecure with their console purchase, they get to brag about one console running running 5 frame rates higher than the other one. They could probably get off to that news. I don't know. Let's see. The value proposition is bad on the Series S for anyone who reads and understands the specs. $200 difference, but the Series S gives you way better perf, and some point Series S is going to age badly. Okay. I wonder if the Series S has low demand or just overstocked. I bought one because as much as I want a disk drive, it's actually always in stock for RRP. Okay. The PS brand continues to dominate in most territories due to Xbox failure at the beginning of the last gen. Most people still prefer PlayStation, while that's changing right now due to Game Pass, meaning I recommend a Series S and a Game Pass to casual gamers. Anyone who's a big enough Xbox fan who wants to buy the new console within the first year of launch is likely hardcore into the Xbox brand. After all, a lot of the casual audience jumped ship last gen. Of course, hardcore Xbox fans would prefer the objectively better console. Okay. It's kind of useless. Okay. It's kind of obvious. Germans really insist on physical media, and I'm actually a huge fan for that. Hey, let's see the quote tweets. Okay, that's like let's kind of want to look at the quote tweets now at this point. I'm still kind of mad this dude limited like who can reply to this guy. Like, okay, you put the post out there, then you just say, I'm gonna limit who can respond to this post. Wow, I would take an S quick and fast. Okay. Well, you know they didn't use the Series S for the xCloud Blaze and always has more protection, right? Okay. Did he though? Didn't Series X and S outsell PS5 in June? No fanboy S. Still can't see the point of this console. It's like you can't understand. This is just mind-boggling now. People can't see the point of this console, so you can't understand why they have a 3090, a 3080, and 3070. They got different specs of like graphics cards, but they kind of have different like tiers of consoles. Okay. Family might cut one of these for like $300. What was this one? Jim predicted the future. PlayStation CEO Jim Ryan believes consoles like the Xbox Series S won't do well. Okay. Box PC games that brings back 2000 memories. Okay. It must be frustrating for John to state facts and have them used as ammo in a childish console war. I don't know how he puts up with it. Oh, why? Or first off, why would he post this in the first place? Like he wants to say, "Hey, my store has all these consoles in stock." For what? What reason? Like, It's definitely a malicious reason why he posted this. Like, why post this in general? Like, who cares? It's really like, do you post how much stock of Cheetos your store has? Like, what was the purpose of posting this? Like, what was the purpose of posting that? Lock the thread. Imagine being such a bee. And I was like, yeah, he put this out there that starts with console war stuff, and then he just wants to lock it. Like, like it's insane. It's just a joke. LOL Series S was dead before it even launched. That's why it was sold out like instantly. But I guess in some places it still has stock. Meanwhile, if they do like I said, when the holiday comes around, like when it's around Christmas season, all these things are gonna be out of stock. I don't guarantee you. Cool. So you throw out the basis accusation, but had nothing back. I don't know what they're talking about here. Okay. There is a market for digital consoles. It's just not to where it warrants mass production at the same time as disc ones. Not yet, at least. PS5 is still like 75, 25 disc as digital. Put a disc drive in the Series S and it will move much faster than the Series X. This guy says, ouch. Let's see. Wish I had one. Microsoft doesn't want to admit this console was a mistake. I'm pretty sure they got the sales data for when they had the Xbox One S. It's like I'm pretty sure that's sold. Even when I was working in retail at Target, and when we had like the holiday sales, the Series S, the Xbox, well not the Series, but the Xbox One S, these like the same thing as this one with the Xbox One version, they sold insanely fast. People were buying those things up. So pretty sure they probably got that data from the Xbox One console, Xbox One series, Xbox One S console, and probably did the same thing with this one because they saw how that one was selling. So it just amazes me that they think that $1 billion company don't know what they're doing. That is just interesting. They need to I guess sell them online. Ain't people buying up all the systems there anyway? There is an entire box PC section. Okay, hey, people talking about the PC games for some reason. The post isn't even about that. Um, so strange how Microsoft kind of failed to predict how unpopular Series S would be. I wonder if they had released a diskless console at around 400 bucks with no power difference from the Series X would have resulted in better sales. Let's see. The Series S seems like a flop. Okay. Damn, never like the Series S. Always said it was useless. Xbox Series X for the win for sure, but the console needs more games anyway. Bit weird taking photos of shop sales though in it. Apparently, okay. Apparently, I'm not the only one who just thinks this is weird. Like, okay, somebody else thinks this is weird too. Okay, so somebody else in that camp like going to your local store and just taking a picture of the store shelves is weird. Okay, because I would have never imagined doing this for any other product like some Cheetos, some Aquafina. I would never do that. To go to the store and take a picture of the store shelves. It's just weird to me. It's easy to talk S John. And then I like that he wants to play like this coy position. Like, I just went to my grocery store just because I just wanted to film the store shelves. Nothing malicious about this thing whatsoever, about this post whatsoever. This guy's a joke. This man squatted down and took a picture for fanboy purposes. There's like no other reason why you want to take a picture of your store shelves. Like, what other reason is to do that? Like, like the is very easy to find. Okay. Meanwhile, if I go to all meanwhile if I go to all Mark grocery stores like a Best Buy, Walmart, Target, I won't find these things anywhere in stock. But apparently, like in Europe, these things are very easy to find. So the fact he turned on responses says is all I said 5 months ago. If you go to Digital for anything, you're a fanboy joke. It was blatant then, and then they cried now when people call them out. Yeah, like what are the reason would you post a picture like this to cause some fanboy stuff? Like, why would you do this? Like, why would you post a picture of this? Good to see store shelves starting to fill up with stock instead of the opposite of months without being able to locate a single unit. Seems like production is starting to finally catch up. Okay. The Series S is failing. Okay. Yeah, so it's like at this point, it's like I'm glad some other people calling this dude out, but this guy, it's just like they try to act like they are not part of this whole console war stuff, but it's obvious with these posts like this. Like, why would you go to the grocery store, bend down just to take a picture of the Series S, the consoles and stuff? It's just weird. Okay, but I'm gonna conclude it right here. Let me know your thoughts about this down below. Um, definitely see your thoughts down below. Leave a like this video. As always, thanks for watching and peace.